The Fractal Design North is a beautiful case. However, I couldn't justify prioritizing my funds to spend on yet another ATX case. So what I did was, I used some materials I have from my diorama making and I made this. This is the Fractal Design Meshify C Mini modified with wood panels right now, as you can see, to mimic the North. So what do you think? Let me share to you what happened. So like what I said at the start, I have those wood panels, and what I did was these are leftovers from my diorama making, of which, yes, in case you guys didn't know it, I have another channel. I have a hobby of making dioramas for figurines, so I have leftover wood and such. What I did was I looked around my storage and I found some spares, and just nice that I have 7, which is an uneven amount. It also means that I couldn't make any mistake in my modification. So what I did was I actually took the Meshify C Mini, measured, and it looks like it's spaced out alright. So the next thing I did was head over to my local store, which is Art Friend, to get a few things, which is the spray paint for this color, which I choose brown, and then a clear coat and sandpaper. So that's what I did. Came back, what I did was grind the angles to match this Meshify C. Of course, before I did the cutting, I actually did some measurements, calculated angles, and I did manage to cut. As you can see, while it is not perfect, it managed to hold, at least for a while. After maybe 1 hour or so, maybe a few of them drop off. Before I filmed this was completed about 6 hours ago. Through that time, had a few drop offs, but I guess it's okay because I'm not aiming for perfection, but just wanted to do some case modding for fun. So as you can see, it looks okay, I think. And I did not choose the Fractal Design North has a slimmer wood. Well, I didn't go for that because I don't want to spend additional. These are my original costs, so I just spent about 30 bucks on 2 spray cans and sandpaper. And what I did was, after cutting, I did the spray paint and some sandpapering, then final it with a clear coat, and that's what you get in the end. It's not perfect, like what I said. I'm not an expert when it comes to sawing wood, but I think this is a good enough job for an amateur. And then the angles, had to angle it. The contact is not perfect, but I actually held it. I forgot to mention that I held this in place by using double-sided tape. Now for the Meshify C, I actually had to remove the front, what do you call that, the mesh itself, the diamond faced cut mesh. I had to remove it so I can fit all these wood panels on it just nicely. So if I try to move it around, you might see it drop off, and I'm gonna have a laugh at it. So yeah, this is what it is. Meshify North inspired. I haven't figured out a name for this, but just a Meshify, Fractal Design North inspired. Either way, both are still Fractal Design products. This is this Meshify C Mini is one of my favorite cases of all time. That's why I still have it here. So after this video, I'll be disposing all this wood, or maybe repurpose it for something else, and restore the Meshify C to its original condition. But hey, that aside, what do you think of this mod? I think as I go through the process of cutting and doing all this work, I can appreciate what Fractal Design did for the North. Now, this is not a Fractal Design North review, but going through the process, looking at my own work, at that price, if you think it's going to be an easy job, maybe it's depending on your skill level, but I begin to appreciate what Fractal Design did in their design for the North. After all, my own work, well, I really wish it could be better, but I also couldn't justify spending that much time on the overall thing. So how much time did I spend on this mod? Let's see. For the first 10 minutes, I guess, is just to estimate everything, and then took another 20 to 30 minutes just for the cutting and grinding, and then the paint, all that. So the whole thing just about 2 hours tops. So not bad, I say. Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think of how to say? Does this mod inspire you to modify your own case to go along like the Meshify North design? Another idea is to just buy a shoe rack, you know, and put that in front of it. I did thought of that, but the wooden shoe rack thing, like I used for another video, you see that it's actually too big for this. So yeah, overall I'm satisfied with the outcome, and I hope you actually enjoyed this sharing as well. So this video, not a review, not anything, just showing you some fun things that I do besides just besides experimenting with PC hardware and all this stuff. I like to do case modding. So that's it for this one. Just a quick sharing on what I did. There's no full build inside this because I see no purpose. I just want to show what I've done with this case for this Meshify, the Fractal Design North inspired design. Oh yeah, speaking of that, the color, and oh yes, and speaking of that, some of you might wonder about the color. Why did I choose the brown? Because I think the dark color matches the black case better. If this was a silver or white case, I would probably go for those honey gold or beige brown colored wood. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, guys. Do remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.